Davey, you've been on Kill Tony. What's the deal with Kill Tony? Why is it such a cultural phenomenon? Some comedians say it's bad for comedy. I disagree with that. I think it's good for comedy. It gets a lot of people into it. What is your stance on Kill Tony? Is it overall?
It's great for comedy.
It is.
It's incredible for comedy. I mean, I think that there are a lot of people who have these delusions of grandeur when they go on Kill Tony, and they think, some homeless guy off the street playing a guitar and being an idiot can be famous and headline. But no, if you use it the right way, you can absolutely leverage it to help your career out. It's helped mine phenomenally.
No, for sure it can help. But you even said this, and this is why I love you, Davey. Before we went to the thing, you're like, Alex, do not get to the sign up early. Do not get to the sign up early. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why? And you said, because it's a very dark place. So can you elaborate? And we love this. We're not trying to bash Tony or what he's built.
No.
He's built something epic. But when you go to the open mic, and there's 400 open mic comedians, including myself, we're all there. It's kind of a dark place. It's
just, echoing what you said. The staff is amazing. The producers are incredible.
The bar's nice. Yeah.
It's a great. I love the show, but it is just. I mean, the autism is rampant at these signups.
They're comedians. But it's not just autism. I know, but it's not just autism. There's schizophrenia. There's transgenderism. There's, every kind of mental health issue.
Probably a lot of undercover furries and bronies hanging out at this thing. Literally, it's just it's a shit show, dude.
It's basically America's Next Top Comedian.
I would say it's America's Next Top Comedian in a fucking mental institution.
It is. And the ones that are the most mental get the most views and probably do the best.
But you know what? I will say this. Kill Tony is very important to free speech.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Gary saved the show.
Elaborate.
He saved Tony Hinchcliffe from getting canceled.
How? Wait, what happened? Can we get some context?
Yeah. Back, probably 3 or 4 years ago when... Kill Tony was at Antone's in Austin, and they were doing Brian Redband's secret show at Vulcan. Mm-hmm. There was a comedian named Peng Dang.
We know Peng Dang. I know Peng Dang. He's a Chinese guy.
Has he been on the show?
No, but he's from Dallas.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure is.
And he went up. He was opening for the show. Mm-hmm. Or maybe he wasn't opening, but he was up on stage doing his set. He was bashing white people, which is all good and fun. It's comedy. And when he got off, Tony went up after him, and Tony said...
He chong ching chong. Yeah.
He said the full-blown slur.
Yeah, he was funny, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. And then he got off stage, and everybody loved it. Everybody's laughing and clapping. And the dude, Peng Dang, had his buddy record the video of the set, and afterward, he manipulated the footage, sped it up to make it look like Tony was just going on this tirade bashing Asian people.
I remember that.
During Asian Appreciation Month or whatever. Yep. And
on top of this, Peng Dang was starting to get a kind of a bump from Kill Tony, right? Hadn't Tony been helping him?
He was on the road with Jeremiah Watkins, who used to be the band leader.
Of course, I know Jeremiah. So he was like part of. In a way, he was loosely starting to get involved with Kill Tony. Posts this video of Tony.
It goes viral on Twitter. It ends up on TMZ. It's in the news. Tony's getting canceled, loses his management, loses some other stuff. The owner of Big Laugh Comedy calls me and he says, "Hey, dude, you still have the footage of that show, right?" Because I started it when I was in production. In comedy, I used to film Red Band's secret show. That was the first comedy gig I ever would produce. Help produce, just record them. And so I got the footage and I lined it up right alongside Peng Dang's set and then Tony's set with no interruption.
Oh, I saw this.
Ari Shaffir posted it. So I sent it to Tony's management, and then somehow it got to Ari, and they posted what the media won't show you. And then, basically Tony went from being canceled to everything being cool. Kill Tony moved to Vulcan, and it blew up, and it got way better after that.
It was already big, but it got way
better.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that happened when he, made the Puerto Rican joke. But the interesting thing there is, I don't know if Gary will actually say anything about this, but the CCP was backing Peng Dang the whole time.
No, trying to stir the, whatever, just mix it up. Promoting him.
And making sure that it got more views than probably it would have otherwise.
Because they want to make it look like everybody's going after Asians. But what is Peng Dang up to now? I know he's probably obviously still doing comedy, but...
he's still, and I've worked with Peng.
Yeah, Peng Dang, he's a nice guy.
I've worked with him numerous times. I've done shows with him. He's a nice guy.
No, he's not.
Well, I mean,
He's
I
not
never,
that nice.
I never had an
He's a-
issue with him, is what I said.
That doesn't mean shit, dude.
True.
You don't have an issue with him until he films you fucking saying something and taking it out of context and then fucks you, Davey.
Yeah.
People like that are the fucking problem in the world. That guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're right. And you know why? Because he wanted to play a victim. He
And he went and did interviews. He did a fucking whole social media campaign after that. Guy's a fucking scumbag. And he was propped up.
Prop it up. Who was he propped up by?
I am not going to go to that deep into it. But yeah, it was not good. And the reason that I'm glad that it didn't take any fucking skill for me to do that. I just went to the secret shows every Thursday.
He just had the footage.
Yeah.
He had
But
the real
reason I'm
footage.
glad that I was able to fucking do that is because that was the cultural shift of the paradigm shifting, and the pendulum started swinging the other way into people saying retard and all sorts of fucked up stuff. And I'm not glad that we're saying that.
I am.
I'm glad that we are able to have free speech in comedy, because that's the last bastion of free speech. And if that goes, we're fucked. Yeah. And with all the what would you call like low grade censorship, basically, that was the Tony Hinchcliffe's career, and Kill Tony getting even gnarlier after that is what pushed that fucking pendulum the other way.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself